Hello, Negroes and others. Welcome to Season 5, Episode 1.
You came in so creepy.
Nah, I had to come in. It's been a while. People ain't heard from us in I don't know. It's been a long summer. So,
bruh. And the crazy thing is almost over, but it feels like it was long.
It's been long and short at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, I am your host and moderator, Smooth Order.
I'm Toonday, Talk 7.
I'm a co-host, Lextopia. Still here, still standing.
Still strong.
We're back. Like Cook Rack.
Back like you never left. That would have been where you came up with something, but you just...
You know what? No,
Dropped the ball.
That's where our friend Des would have came with something, alas.
Oh, as you if you didn't catch it at the last episode or the season finale of last season, Des has moved on to greener pastures. I'm pretty sure he's building like a biodome of some sort.
No, he actually kind of is.
No, no. That nigga is like, he's a man of many talents and boundless energy, and he's always doing something. So he will no longer be I want to say an official member of the podcast. That sounds like we excommunicated the nigga.
We still cool.
Yeah, we still cool. He gonna be dropping in every once in a while. He's just not gonna be here week to week. So it's been a long time. It's been a few months. See, there you go. See, look at you chiming in and shit. I like that.
LeBron to LA. I just went right into
yeah, I don't even know what you're doing right now.
I'm just excited about Los Angeles right now because it's almost time to start finessing on people when it gets cold outside and fall.
What do you mean finessing on people? Are you about to turn into scammer?
And then that's another story. I'll save that. The scammer thing is actually another story. But I'm just saying, I just love when it's actually starting to switch from summer, which we get a little more time, but then I can go to the beach and the pool every day and enjoy 90-degree weather and everybody else doesn't. I think I enjoy that too much. That might be sad.
You enjoy 90-degree weather too much?
No, I enjoy just being able to
flex on people,
laugh at people.
Yo, Lex be like trying to be like, Lex be talking like she humble and she just grateful to be here, and then she just be like quietly stunting on niggas in like the most ridiculous way possible. Like Lex would be like, yeah, like I just, have to work so hard, and just got a consulting business, and then I just traveled to like 17 countries in like 30 days. That was like all expenses paid, and I was like on the beach all the time. It was
and she'll name drop celebrities by their first names.
Oh, yeah,
it's just so and so.
No, I don't. I just don't like calling niggas like age names and shit.
She was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I was out in like Marrakesh, and like Hove was like trying to take a selfie with me, and I was like, damn, nigga, like go back to your wife. Like,
yo, did I tell you about that time I had dinner with Beyonce and Jay-Z? No. I don't think I told that story either. Damn, that's old too. See, some stuff I don't even mention. I just be like, man, I'm just happy to be here.
And you just flex again.
Right, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it don't even be, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like a fake humble, but like big stunt. Like I'm gonna throw my dick on the table kind of stuff, but I'm gonna throw it like softly.
But what's weird is sometimes you need like kind of reminders that, because I feel like, damn, my life sucks. I'm depressed. Like I'm tired of working. Shit crazy. I need to sleep. And then you're like, oh, actually stuff's like kind of cool. Like it's cool stuff that's happening and that's being done. And then sometimes I don't really take the time to like really let that like marinate. So then when somebody's like, oh, you flex, and I'm like, huh? And I'm like, oh yeah, that was cool. Yeah, but like I wasn't really trying to think about it like that. I
first took it to the moon as a passenger, commercial passenger. Just nothing.
Right. It was fucking bullshit.
Man, it'd be little stuff that I care about. Like, yo, my credit went up 10 points. Like, I don't be caring about some of the other stuff. It's the little things.
Like this shit. Like, you know that your life is really popping when the super like severe big name shit don't even mean nothing to you, but little shit like my credit score went up 10 points. Man. You like the shit. Like, yeah, I had dinner with Beyonce and
stuff like people talk about on Twitter, like, yo, you can be like popular and all popping, whatever, you can't get no apartment because your shit low. You know what I mean? Like real life stuff. That's why I'm like, yo, that's the stuff that actually kind of matters.
That's true. So That's actually a pretty good segue into what we're going to talk about today, which is kind of just like a recap of what we've been doing this summer, what we haven't been doing this summer, and any interesting stories that we might have to share with the people. So, Tunde, I know you have some shit going on this summer. Actually, if you want to be mad about us not recording, Tunde is like 75% of the reason why we couldn't record. Because, you know,
not that we was really, really complaining, because
Right.
I enjoyed that time off. I'm not gonna lie.
we did. But I mean, you know, as always, blame Tunde.
Yeah,
So,
Tunde. Yeah. So I no longer live in Portland. I'm now a resident of Seattle, Washington. I moved here. So me and my girl moved here in the beginning of July, end of June. So I've just been getting settled in. She got her fellowship as a childhood and adolescent psychiatrist, something like that. Yeah, that's what it is. So
she's a boss.
She's doing her fellowship now, and I'm just being a bum.
Callie's such a baller.
Man, she's so cool.
I'm about to be a house husband.
You outkicked your coverage on that one. Goddamn, chiss, man.
Yeah,
women be amazing and niggas just be like, I'm here.
That's all.
I'm gonna spit my coffee all over my computer.
But yeah, the reason I couldn't record was getting settled into the new place. It's a lot better. Well, not better, but it's different than Portland is. It's still very white, but it's twice the size as Portland, so there's definitely more black people. Percentages are around the same, so but I see way more black people though.
I have to introduce you to my group. There's like a black group of people, like professionals, and they do a lot of cool like outdoorsy things and hang out and artsy stuff. I think that you would like that.
Oh, cool.
A black group of people? Is that
well?
I didn't join this other group. And
I don't want to say a group like you got to like apply and you know it ain't that deep, but I know they have a good collective of people who like to do like cool stuff, not just like we just gonna hang out.
Yeah, they have they went floating, paddleboarding.
Oh, that's cool.
They have black happy hours, so that's pretty cool.
It might be the same people already.
Yeah, so I joined a new running group.
Of course.
So the running group was kind of lit, actually.
Weren't you the one in charge of the one that you had before? Wasn't it yours?
Yeah.
So you didn't just move it, like the name and whatever?
No. I got tired of. I don't want to
way to not keep the brand going.
I don't want to build up. It's a lot of work doing shit like that.
Oh, I see. So now you're not the one like in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I ain't ever in charge of shit.
Yeah, you gotta really, really like love it. But you do love running, so I'm surprised.
But I do love running, but getting black people to run.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They got a group though. I'm telling you.
It's hard. It's hard getting people to black people to distance running. For some reason, we're averse to it, but it's fun.
So damn. So what's with Nike now? Like you was all on like the Nike app, and niggas was sending you free shoes, and you was running at the track and shit. So all that shit is done now. For now, yeah. Damn.
It's all good though.
So that's connected just to that one brand of what you were doing?
For the most part, yeah, because I like Nike and checks over stripes. That's what we like. Yeah, so I got plugged into the Nike scene. That's where headquarters is in Portland. So
right.
Yeah. Oh, true, yeah. But you're not that far, huh?
But if they call me for a photo shoot, I'm definitely on the road. It's only 3 hours drive.
I'm about to say, how far is Seattle from Portland? It's only 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that Pacific Northwest shit. I need to get. Well, I mean, I was going to come visit you in Portland, but you moved before I could get there.
I'm definitely coming to Seattle.
Seattle's probably a better city to come visit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I've never been west past Texas, so.
Oh my god!
But I'll tell you.
Can we have NWAP in LA?
Come in the summertime.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nigga, I know. I ain't stupid.
Unless you like rain.
In December, nigga, it already rained, what, 70% of the time in Seattle or some shit? Like, I'm not.
Yeah, it's great.
I ain't buying no ticket to, you know what I mean, to go play in the rain, nigga. I live in Florida. It's a hurricane outside right now. Got my own water problems.
But Lexi is right. We should do like a meetup in.
We should go to each person's city. Let's plan that for this season. Maybe
LA first.
I mean, it doesn't matter where, but I mean, I got my little flight connect, and maybe she'll. I think she listens to the podcast. Be more and Ratchet. If you listen to this podcast, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. We might need your assistance soon, but we should do like a little, like we go to Garfield's joint, and we go to Tunde.
Did you just shout out the airline plug?
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's
is
one
she
of my
cute?
best friends right now.
Because
I'll do some strange things for a buddy pass.
Listen. And when I first made
for a buddy pass.
Listen, I got that connection off a tweet. I was like, listen, I'm just tired. And she said, hey, hit me up, if you ever need to go somewhere. I was like, all right, whatever. I was like, okay, cool. And maybe like a couple months later, I was like, man, I should go visit my grandma sometime. I was like, I'll just throw it out there. I was like, hey, can I go see my grandma this Friday in Memphis? Like, what do I need to do? Confirmation. I said, oh. I was like, do you need anything? Like, can I, like give you a little something, whatever? She was like, oh, you good? I said, oh, okay. And I started trying it again and again. I try not to overdo it, but she's with Southwest. And I believe the way their system works is they get a certain number per month. So it's like, all right, towards the end of the month too, it's like, yo, if you have any extra, like,
right.
turn up.
You got standby, right?
Yeah, they're standby. So I haven't had any issue like being anywhere crazy or stuck or anything like that.
Oh, let me say this though. I know a couple people who flew standby after our conclave in New Orleans. This one dude, it took him 5 days.
You don't do events.
Well, you don't fly
5 days.
Yeah, you don't fly standby at a popping of like, nigga, we finna go to Essence Fence. I'm finna fly standby.
No, hell no.
That's not what you do. You fly
holidays.
Yeah, you fly standby on like February.
When I'm going somewhere on like a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, some shit like that. When niggas ain't gonna be at the airport and shit.
Yep.
I think he's standby on Spirit too. So
yeah, bitch. I'd rather drive.
Charged to breathe air those 5 days.
He put like his whole thing on his story, and it got picked up by the news.
That's funny.
Like he took like 2 mega buses. He had to rent a car, and he took like.
Oh, so he didn't even fly.
No, he flew too.
He just tried to make it work. However, with the city.
I think he flew, and then as he was in the air, his connected flight got canceled.
Wow.
And then he got stuck in a random city. So, yeah.
Dang, that's kind of wild. But yeah, like I think that'd be cool if we did like a recording together, maybe at some point. Learn more about the city. Turn up.
Yeah, we could do that next year when I actually move again.
Well, fine. Well, then what's your deal then? What's your life about?
What?
What's your life about?
I mean,
it's off a year.
I don't know, man. Like I had all these. Like at the beginning of the summer, I was like, "Dog, I'm finna learn Photoshop. I'm finna be reading comics.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be reading graphic novels. You know what I mean? I'm be playing video games. You know what I mean? I'm be working out. I had like all these fucking plans at the beginning of the summer, and like everything actually started out really good. Like I was changing my diet. I was working out like 4 days a week. I was drinking smoothies in the morning. I was eating like these healthy choice lunches and shit. You know what I mean? Like I had the whole little program, and then like shit just started. Like I started dealing with like some personal issues or whatever. There's some stuff going on or whatever, and like everything just kind of fell off in like June. like week by week, like just shit just like slowly started slowing down or whatever. And it was like I just started losing days and weeks. Like I remember, it was like May. Like I had a promotion at my job, so like I produced one of the newscasts or whatever.
Congratulations!
Thank you, I appreciate it. So like I remember training for that job, and then I remember starting the job, and then like the rest of the summer just kind of fucking disappeared or whatever. So like I'm about to start the last semester of grad school, and like I'm getting, I know, right? Remember when I had just started and shit?
Yeah, I feel like you just announced you were starting.
Right, and I'm about to be finished. Yeah, it's the 2-year program.
Whoa.
So I'm about to be done. So I'm getting my shit together, whatever, as far as classes is concerned. And I have to do a thesis. So originally I was going to do like something about like immigration and Donald Trump and that kind of thing or whatever. And then like in my program, you can do 2 different kinds of thesis. You can do like a written thesis for like if you want to go into the PhD program, or you can do what's called an applied research project, which is basically, as my professor explained it, you can do whatever you want as long as it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So
just apply what you know to like something in real life.
So I decided that I wanted to do like a treatment for a documentary about Black people in the healthcare system. I was gonna center it on Black women because like everybody's talking about
childbearing,
about pregnancy and just kind of how like Serena had came out and said something. Beyonce was talking about the complications that she had during pregnancy, and I was gonna focus it on that. I still might I'm still in like the planning stages of kind of where I want to go because I was like I kind of want to do like I originally wanted to shoot like an actual documentary, like a little 30-minute documentary or whatever like that, but I can't really do that in a semester.
You have to super narrow it down too, like
right, yeah,
those kind of things. You can't just say healthcare Black people, like that's a lot.
Right. So like I can't shoot a documentary in a semester, but they were like, dude, you don't even have to shoot it if you just wrote what it would actually look like. That would serve. Right, that was like that. You can do that as your research project. So like I'm doing the thesis proposal for that now, and I'm working my way through that. And then like as I like sort of go through the proposal and meet with my professors, we'll narrow it down to kind of like what exactly it is I'm going to try to do or whatever like that. So I'm super excited about that because I mean I don't have any like design for like film or anything like that. I took like one semester of like video.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, even after you develop like the treatment and do what you have to do for class, is that something you think you'd want to turn into a real project?
I think that it would be like a passion project that I'd work on like on and off or whatever.
Some people who probably would want to be a part of that as far as filming and stuff.
Honestly, like I am not super confident in my abilities to do something like this. Like I think that I can plan the shit out of it, but I'm not like super good with the camera or no shit like that. Like that's not.
So why does it have to be a film? You can't just like write a research paper?
No. It doesn't have to be well, that's what I was saying. It doesn't have to be a film. It doesn't have to have any sort of multimedia element. I can just write the treatment for the documentary and that can serve as a project. I was also thinking about like doing a white paper, and a white paper is basically like it's like an extended like a research. It's kind of like a short.
Here's the stats.
Right, like here's the stats. Here's some information. These are the graphics that go with it, like that kind of thing or whatever like that. I thought about doing a white paper. I could probably still do it. I thought about even doing like a podcast report. Like I would interview people or stuff like that or whatever, and just put it out as like a series of podcasts. Cool. So there's like a lot of. I just had the idea like 2 days ago. So there's like
when is that thing due? That whole due.
Well, I mean the thesis proposals. I need to finish the proposal probably by Monday, but it don't have to be like the finished product. They just need to see that I'm actually doing something.
Paragraph. That was one thing about grad school. At the time, I hated it. Like, like a project will be due at the end of the year, but it's like proposal due, August or September, and then this is due. But then by the time you like get into it, you be like, I'm so glad they did that shit because I would have been like literally the last week trying to do it. All of it.
Fucked up in the game.
Oh my God, I was so glad they do that.
And then for us, we have to turn in the proposal before we can even get into the class. So like, school is starting soon, so I need to get the shit done.
Yeah, niggas don't even go over the syllabus the first day.
Nah, son, we in there. So I've been doing that, and then like I'm about to go back to the gym and like.
Ooh-wee. Yes.
Well, not like I was. Man, I was out here like.
You was out here.
I was out here like
wife beaters and shit to record.
At some point in the middle of summer. Yeah, you saw I was showing up to the podcast in tank tops and shit, had my shoulders out.
Nigga was like, I'm here.
And then I lost all my gains. So now I'm just like I'm just regular skinny now. Like I'm skinny, like it's still a little bit of cut, but like I'm just like I'm just like regular skinny now. I need to get back to
good. You lucky you got a little glow, like you've been outside or something.
I mean
a little brown glow.
This is just how I look.
Y'all. I mean, it looked like y'all have had a good summer, even though everybody's kind of saying like they had to deal with the most. But
the summer was cool though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I had some fun.
Thinking you can chill, but then it's like, damn, I can't even really chill for real. That's how my summer felt.
That's the thing about being an adult, man. Like you be thinking you can't, and that should be like real fucking depressing.
And that's why it's actually important now when you start seeing how everybody's like, do what you love and all that bullshit. You be like, damn, like. Maybe if I did actually like certain things better, it wouldn't feel so crazy.
Oh, that's the other thing that I've been doing. I've been going to therapy like all summer and shit. And
I saw you been tweeting about it. Don't you love it?
I do. Therapy is great. I talk about going to therapy openly. I actually do want to do like a podcast episode about my experiences with therapy. I actually want to write something about it, but I've been talking openly about my experiences with therapy. Because blah, 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 Black people, mental health. But just like, I mean, I don't, it's cliche at this point. Like
Mhm.
we, it's like the same sort of,
But it's
what I mean?
important. And then once people do it, then they're like, oh.
But I talk about it. I don't make it like a special thing or whatever. I talk about it casually in the same way that I talk about buying Jordans, which I will also be doing this weekend. I talk about it like that so that so it don't feel weird to people when I talk about it or whatever. And people have been hitting me up like, hey man, I appreciate you talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just started going, I had anxiety, blah, blah, whatever. Or, I appreciate you being so casual about it and being like honest about, what I'm saying, what was going on, because, it made me want to start going and stuff like that or whatever. So that's definitely,
I do like that. I see more people talk about it. Like it's just regular, like I'm going to the store. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to therapy.
And like even when I'm talking to people via text or whatever, people like, like what you got going on? And I'm like, oh, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm about to hit the mall. You know what I'm saying? I got therapy appointment at 2:00, and then I gotta go back to school. Like I don't want to say that I intentionally put it in conversation, but I do be wanting people to feel
okay.
Yeah, I want people to know that like this ain't nothing that. Yeah, like you ain't gotta hide that. Like this is okay.
Great. That's awesome. I can't wait to hear you like talk more about it, like your actual therapy. I was mad. Well, that reaction pic where the guy has the happy face mask on, but he like really crying and mad. Yeah, that was me. Because last week my therapist was like, "Oh, by the way, I'm about to give birth in a couple weeks, so I'm gonna be gone for a little while." And I was like, "Oh, congratulations!" I was mad. I was like, "Damn, nigga, like, what am I supposed to do?" No. She was like, "Well, you can put it on pause, or you can find somebody else." I'm like, "Nigga, no, I'll wait."
Real talk. I had an appointment to see my therapist one time. I think it was like May. And I was like really going through it like that last couple of weeks or whatever. Like
that's a long time ago.
Or May. I started going in like I started going to therapy like the end of April.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
It's been like a few months now. But I was actually driving on my way to the therapist's office, and she was like, she got a flat tire in the office. Nigga, I pulled over. I almost started crying in the car, nigga.
Fuck. I was looking forward to this.
Nigga, I needed it this week. Nigga, I had the worst week ever. And I was like, I had like, because I was going to therapy. Well, at the time I was going to therapy before I was going to work. So I was like, nigga, like I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need that week. You know what I'm saying?
That became part of your routine to get right before you go.
And that shit was. It's just like it's like good and terrible. It's like, damn, nigga, I didn't know how much I needed this shit. Like, wow, really,
And I think that's one of the biggest things too, because a lot of times when I mention therapy to people, it's like, man, I talk to my friends, and it's like you can't explain it to people. Like it's totally different, and all they're really doing is like continuing to ask you questions and making you realize your own shit, But somehow it's just fucking different.
Yeah, because they're professionals,
right? Like
that's their job is to help.
I was like, yo. It's totally different than just talking to your friends or whatever, but I'm glad for that. Hey, y'all out here making moves and shit this summer.
What you been doing this summer?
What haven't I been doing? So I started working with this startup in March, and so we've been going ham. Like, when did our season end? Like May, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so like over the summer we really started going ham. We got featured at and I got to put some stuff up on Instagram because I just don't be posting about this. But
how are you a social media consultant and you don't even be posting shit?
Low key, I got so much stuff. Like the thing I put up today was from 4 months ago. Like I have so much back stuff. Like I just don't. You know what? I just don't like Instagram, and I don't care about looking at people's stuff. And I lost the need to feel like I need to show what I'm doing. And it's like I just need to be working.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't care anymore. But I do want to talk about like my startup and stuff because I get to pay my friends essentially, which is really cool. The premise of it is that it's a tech app for influencer marketing, but we're focusing on diverse influencers because a lot of time we talk to these big brands and they're like, yo, we want to be more part of the culture, but like, between H&M and all this crazy ads and shit, they're like, yo, kind of scared like making marketing, and we rather just pay people. We'd rather pay like a smooth orator on Twitter $1,000 to like talk about some stuff or like have a conversation in an authentic way, not like, hey, go buy this or go do that, but to like really build relationships with certain people and like really have them out here like, helping and being part of their kind of marketing, but not even just on the social media side. We have it where these brands are like paying you for you to be a consultant. So right now we have like Conagra, which is a huge food brand. They have everything from like Heinz, PF Chang's, all this stuff underneath them. Jim Beam, partnered with the NBA, which is what I was going to talk about with the Vegas and the summer thing originally. But anyway, we got some partners that we're starting to build. And so they could be like, yo, we have this marketing we want to do for this Jim Beam or whatever. Smooth order. Let me pay you for 2 hours. Let's talk about it. You like this color on the wrapper? Like, how do you think we should do this? Do you like this rollout? And like actually talk to people who get what's going on, and like they can really get feedback. Yo, for this sneaker, do you like this colorway? Like, should we change this or that? Like, how do you feel about stuff? So I think that's kind of cool to like work with micro influencers and influencers in that way, and not just, hey, post this. And we have a lot of algorithms and shit like that that really helps them connect with people that make the most sense. But until the development is fully done, we're kind of working as an agency as we build. So we're raising money and we are making partnerships. But even like, for example, right now, I just locked in a partnership with a magazine that we know actually yesterday. But since the app's not all the way done and they're still working on it, like I literally have to be like, here's a couple people, pay them to like, you know, connect with them and do what they need to do literally like next week. So it's kind of cool for that, because I'm like, yo, I get to holler at my friends and shit and like get them in some partnerships, which is kind of why I was asking you today about the Nike thing. And if you get a few more 1,000 followers, I'm gonna get you right with that too. But the startup is really cool.
Followers.
So we got.
That's why you was. Is that why you was asking about the I saw you that you did something about the Black graphic designers or something like that. Like you started a group or like.
So I started a list on Twitter. I did that because of my other clients. Like I'm starting to have clients where they're like, yeah, I kind of want a Black person to like do this. And I'm like, yeah, but I need to like have a group. I thought I was gonna have like 20 people. And it ended up being now it's like 180 graphic designers on that list, because a lot of my clients, they either wanted specifically like women or Black women or, you know, Black people. And honestly, because that's who I like to hire, period. Like I always look through that circle first before I try to bring in anybody if I need some extra stuff for a client as far as web development or UX, UI design, anything like that. So that's why I kind of did that, because I don't know, I'm just like, I really like connecting people to stuff. And I feel like all my friends at LA start calling me top dog, because I'm like, yo, I'm getting y'all all these like options, trying to connect dots and stuff. And meanwhile, I'm like, damn, can I get a check? But it's still cool, because I feel like all of a sudden, as we get older and as we're all working, I'm starting to look at my peers like, yo, like y'all are the people, you know, like even like with 5/5 or like other people we know, like you niggas are doing like cool ass stuff. And like, they're like the gate people to like get into a lot of things and stuff now. So I think that's really cool. And I think we need to continue to work with our own peers and like partner up more for stuff. But we partnered up with the NBA Summer League shit. They had us out in Vegas because they featured us as their tech platform. Because, for example, like a lot of like retired players, for example, still want connections and to brands and things like that. And so this is a platform that they would use too, and a lot of athletes, so they can get other connections outside of just, oh, I play football, but it could be, you know, like the KD backpack situation or whatever brands make sense. But yeah, we're moving with that. So I've been doing a lot with that. I have a lot of new clients that are like startups. So it's like really hustling. It's almost like bringing on a new client is like I have another job almost now. So it's kind of stressful, but it's kind of fulfilling at the same time. And I did a lot of traveling. I was in, where was I? I was in Indiana, New York, DC, Alabama. I feel like a couple other places. But what I was trying to do, Chicago. Chicago's really nice in the summer too. That was my first time being there during the summer. That shit was fire. But part of that was like half work with a couple clients that are in those cities. And also one of my clients is going from city to city with something relevant to her work. So I just kind of moved around a lot and just tried to see people and shit like that. And then I came home and was stressed out because I had a lot of stuff to do. So it's cool. It's like good stress, because it's good to at least have stuff going on.
Indeed.
Sounds like a lit ass summer.
Yeah.
A lit working summer, yeah. And so I kind of tried to mix it up with like having fun too and doing business. And I'm really on my nepotism game right now. Like that's really like my life right now. Because I noticed that in LA, like a couple of my clients, they're actually connected, but like one's like, this person's a movie star, this person's dad was a Temptation, and somehow they're all like related, or like this person's godmom and they gave them their first role and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, like all y'all just like really worked out together and y'all all just came up together. So that's kind of what I'm on right now.
Hey, I'm not mad at it though.
Build a community, nigga.
So for anybody listening, if you are an influencer, you know influencers, or if you're like a brand or startup brand with a product, hit me about this startup shit because I probably got a role for you. And I get to hire all my friends for the startup too. People are helping us write articles and do all kind of stuff. So
you ain't never talk to me about writing no damn articles.
Actually, if you want to, I do have a spot for you.
See?
And it's so funny because the founder, so he's a black guy from Chicago. The founder, like I was talking to my friend who does, she works at a marketing firm in Vegas. So while we were in Vegas, she was like, yo, I'm gonna get my CEO to cut you a check. Come consult with us. I was like, bet. I went in there and it was so crazy. Like it blows my mind. And I know y'all have experienced this too. When you're in like this company, you go in thinking like, oh, I mean, I'm confident, but I'm like, oh, this is a real marketing company, like brick and mortar, all this shit, employees everywhere. Everybody got their Mac. And I'm going in there talking stuff that seems simple to me. And they're like so impressed and so amazed. And it's like, nigga, where's my $1 million building? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird.
That's
You be like, these niggas don't know how to do anything. And I'm sitting there, they're like so impressed. The lady gave me a check right after. She was like, yo, I'm gonna connect back with you. Here's a check. Some of the other people were like on the low, like, yo, here's my card. Like, if you want to do some work. So I'm like, what? But I appreciated my friend. Like, this is the point of the story. Appreciated my friend for thinking to be like, hey, you do this, come to our office because we need help with a couple clients. And that same evening, I was like, yo, don't you write, some of the marketing materials for your clients? She's like, yeah. I told our co-founder, he's like, yo, send her $250 right now and have her write blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, like, okay. And I mean, it's just been cool. Like a lot of those kind of exchanges this summer.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, so I work at a TV news station, right? And like the big thing that we do at the TV news station is a lot of people, like all the anchors, all the reporters, everybody has like, Facebook account, social media account, or Facebook account, Twitter account, blah, blah, whatever. Right? So we'll be in there and they'll be like, oh, well, like I got to do this for I got to do this for socials. I got to do this on Facebook. I do like a Facebook Live thing or whatever like that. So one of the anchors is like a big Jay-Z fan or whatever. And he was talking about Hov or whatever like that. And he was like trying to figure out how to get up his engagement or whatever. And I was like, dude, just do a Facebook Live with your Jay-Z 444 cup and tell people to send you what their favorite Jay-Z song or lyrics are. He was like, that's a really good idea. I was like, that's like the
right, like that's regular.
Like that's the first thing that I would have thought of. Like that seems simple to me, but for him it was like, oh nigga, like what the fuck? And I'm like,
is he an older person or
he older, but he not like that old.
That's why I wonder, like, is it that thing of where we're still transitioning into now we're starting to be those people or what? But like, don't you feel like you can run like a lot of the places you be working at and it's like
but I feel like where I think it's like what you said, like the things that we do on a day-to-day basis, like
number one skills
we take for granted. Like I've had like, and this is exactly what I mean. Like I'm going to talk about this. I'm not talking about this in an important way, but like just as an example of like how throwaway some certain shit is to me, but like a really big deal to other people. So like at any given moment, at any given week, I'd probably say 3 to 4 times a month, I have one tweet that probably does at least 10,000 retweets and like 20,000 favorites, right? And I don't really understand like why, but at any given
sometimes moment, it's super random,
right? I can pull probably 3 to 4 tweets a month that have, because I actually do read my analytics, not because I think it's important, but I really just like
it's interesting.
I like the graphs and the numbers and the way that shit moves and the percentages and shit. It's one of those nerd things. Anyway,
I think more people should look at that. This shit's mad interesting.
So there's people at my job that are like, I have 500 Twitter followers, or I got 20 likes on Facebook. And I'm like,
cool.
Awesome.
I just got 44,000.
That's wonderful. Like, and like sometimes I be feeling like there is so much money to be made doing a thing, but like I don't even know how to quantify that thing. Like I don't even know.
We're not putting ourselves out there enough.
I don't even know. Like I don't even like that. Like how you just said that. You know what I'm saying? You went to Vegas. Shorty just throw. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna throw you a check to do this consulting thing or whatever like that. You was there. Somebody else did. Like that's how money gets made. People just be throwing money around like that, and I just be like, I be like, when people be doing stuff, I be like, I could have done that. I could have written that. I could have came up with that idea, or I've had that idea.
I could see you being way more of a consultant than just like part of the place. And that's the weird thing too, is that they will pay an outside person like 10 G's to like come in for a day and, you know, do something simple that's like, yo.
And they'll write you a big ass check for that. But I have no idea even how to like, I don't even know how to like materialize a thing like that.
Man, we need to get you on a speaking thing or something. I'm sorry, I'm doing that thing again. God, I just can't stop trying to scheme on stuff.
Tunde, you've been hella quiet, man. What the hell you doing over there?
I'm listening to y'all. I mean,
right? You're like,
anyway, about to pay me because thought about no science.
But they will pay you your membership to be in the run club or to get that meal plan that you just have to make once a month and then send to everybody. I've seen Instagram accounts where literally they'll charge people like $5 a month, and every month I email you here's a meal plan, here's a grocery list. That's simple, like lists, checkoffs. People pay for that.
Yeah, like, I think people just pay for it to offer.
People just like resources, period.
Yeah, it's I'll pay like I just want to pay somebody so I don't have to do this thing.
I think we underestimate that.
I think we do too, because we all do our own shit. Instead of like, we don't.
That's why I'm like, why am I paying for anything these days? Like, if I can go on YouTube, I can go on anything. Like, but people like here, I trust, and then they trust you too. That's part of the whole, like, you know, as an influencer and shit, like online, Twitter, and all that stuff. Like, people like, yo, you said it, all right, I'm gonna do it.
You be told I do come up with runner plans for people for free. For that. I just thought.
Listen, I know people who will get paid $10,000 to post something on Instagram. Like, these big companies, they don't even know what they're doing, and they also like actually make ROI on that stuff. It's crazy. It's a lot out there.
Like, Tunde, you could probably start a Patreon and charge niggas $1 a month and be like, every single month I'll come up with a new run challenge for y'all, a new nutrition plan for y'all, and you probably have 75 people sign up, and now you got $75 a month in Patreon just to come up with a running plan.
Yeah, throw it towards a new pair of shoes or whatever.
I do want the new Pegasus Turbo though.
What color are them joints?
The ones they have out now, they're like silver for like a orange stripe down the middle.
I just need some regular like white sneakers and like some black joints like that I can
work out in.
Well, that workout / I could just still wear, you know, because my shoes are so extra that it's like, all right, I can't wear these like with anything all the time.
Nah, I need extra.
I just haven't even been able to find like one. Not for working out. Working out or whatever, but like if I just want to throw like a tennis shoe on, that's not my Vans or my Air Maxes. Like I just don't know which one to get.
Get the white Epic Reacts.
I don't even know what that is. I gotta look that up.
Yeah, nigga, you just said like a whole bunch of words. I don't
get them for me, Tunde.
Okay, I got you.
You was trying to get somebody to buy you some goddamn shoes, though.
Listen, but that's what I'm saying. I started learning. Just order. Nigga, yeah, you used to gotta ask more and it feels bad. Like you'll never catch me being that person like on social media. Like, somebody sent me $5. Like I don't do that kind of stuff. But listen, if we talk about something,
you definitely asked me to buy you some Jordans, though.
I mean, if we talking, like, yo, get me some.
We're not talking.
What you gonna do? Say no? Yes.
We're not talking. Nigga, I posted a picture. You was like, I wear a size 7. Nigga, I don't care.
We talking after I started the conversation.
It's like,
I don't know, maybe because I think about that. Like, if somebody had did that to me, if I had it, I would be like, all right, I probably would have got them. Yeah. That's why I want money. I just want money so I can just like God's plan everybody.
That's real. Let me
maybe I'll get blessed off of that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. So that was the summer. Y'all got anything else y'all want to add?
When does summer end?
I don't know.
Summer hasn't ended yet. Officially. I don't know when it ends. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I feel like September, like 20 something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some weird shit.
All right, so you guys know I don't really like playing video games, right?
Are you been playing Fortnite?
No. Okay. PUBG though. Listen, I love this fucking game. It's a game called Players Unknown Battlegrounds.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a mobile version because I don't have an Xbox.
You just sit around the house and play cell phone games.
I play on my iPad.
You are like 40 years old right now. Oh, but you are, so never mind. I take
damn, nigga. I knew that was coming.
I know, but you know what? I wasn't even meaning that as joke, but like you are at that age where it's like niggas just play games and shit on their iPad. You right.
That's cool. but it's a very fun game. I encourage anyone who wants to play it and join my clan.
Does it have a lot of like things you had to buy in the game?
No,
No, it's
no, one. You can buy stuff, but no one. You're lame if you do.
That's how they be making bread.
But you're lame if you do, because it signifies it if you bought shit at your rank. So you're lame.
Wow,
that's so funny. I really want an Xbox so bad. I want that to be my thing I do when I'm like completely not working. Like right now, it's been kind of like Netflix. Been watching like Rick and Morty on Hulu, shit like that. But I really want an Xbox too.
Speaking of Netflix, I just finished Orange is the New Black.
I still never watched any of that show.
It went up and it went down, but this season was really good.
Have y'all seen that show? I feel like everybody's talking about that Love Is show. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was good.
I heard it was good too, but yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Only other thing I think of from the summer is music, and right now I'm just listening to Astro World. I ain't really fucking with Scorpion no more.
I love
that
Astro World.
That shit, Astro World sound like you got to be on drugs to enjoy that kind of shit.
Click.
Nah.
Podcast over.
I like running. I like running to that shit.
It's beautiful. The production is so crazy. Like
right.
So
I feel like Astro World,
like all these different aspects.
I feel like Astro World's really good when you're like kind of listening to it in the background. But
yeah, it is good background too. I think that might be the key to a lot of these successful, that's in air quotes, people listening music, because I've always felt like that about Drake. Like if you really listen to a song, you're like, okay, cool. But like you could just loop his shit and like play his shit and like you don't get tired of it. But a lot of music like you get tired of. To me, that's the kind of stuff that doesn't last.
Right, because in the
maybe there's like a middle area of how you make your music to where
have we had a podcast since Scorpion dropped?
Who?
Have we had a podcast since Scorpion dropped?
No. It just dropped like a month ago.
June, right?
I mean, I don't know because I haven't listened to the whole thing yet.
That man's emotionally retarded. Like that shit it was so triggering. Like I was getting so many crazy like thoughts, and I don't know, it was just taking me back to like not good places. The way he be talking about like relationships in every damn song with somebody different, and it's never his fault, and like it was just triggering to me.
Yeah, I still haven't listened to the R&B side. I actually been fucking with that new Mac Miller album, Swimming. That shit is fire.
Yeah, I don't really listen to them.
I
don't like supporting them in hip hop because I don't like even with that when G-Eazy made that joint with the Juicy J shit, like kind of how ASAP Ferg did. I'm like, yo, I wish they had hopped on that ASAP Ferg and made the remix instead of G-Eazy, but that's just politics within the labels and shit, I think. Like, why y'all make that white man pop instead of making ASAP Ferg pop? Anyway, that was just my one. I had to have a one white people thing, I guess, in this episode, and that was it.
Speaking of white people thing, yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of Michael Brown's death, and I never saw the documentary.
I'm still not watching that shit.
That shit made me so fucking mad.
Can't do it.
I was so mad last night watching this.
Wait, so you say you did watch it
for the first time? Yeah,
I'm not watching.
That shit made me.
Those things are hard because I feel like they make all those, even like the Khalif one, the Trayvon, all these, they make them, and then the white people aren't the ones watching it. So you know what I mean?
I didn't know.
I get it.
I didn't know about the second videotape at the store the day before. Like, and then it showed like the dude in Maryland who like got $1 million because the cop shot his dog, and he was crying like, why couldn't he just pepper spray him? He didn't have to use lethal force, and he got $1 million. And
$1 million. It's weird, like shit, all of a sudden shit don't make sense to all these people until afterwards, till like, oh, we actually put a documentary together. Like that's supposed to be the police job and like people's job to like figure out stuff and like handle it in a certain way, not go crazy and go ham and kill people and just make up stories about people and go to court and all that. And then years later, now you make the documentary and like, whoops, y'all all were wrong. Like that's dumb.
Yeah, but I was thinking about like it seemed like it was much longer than 4 years ago.
It does, because that's really that was the catalyst that changed like really the way all of our conversations kind of started being had, and the way we really started hashtagging people and really started being like bringing this to people's attention.
Yep. And that's like right around the time I had just moved to Portland, and it's like we had started a podcast like what, maybe 2 months before.
Yeah, that's when everything started just becoming like emotionally draining to like just live. That sounded real depressing, but I feel like it literally like that's what it became. Like it was every other day. Now we're talking about something happening. And it was just like,
A lot
yo,
of the stuff that we talked about earlier in the podcast life was about niggas getting shot by the police. So
yeah.
I'm
And what is it now about the kids in the cages and it's a couple other things now that I keep seeing a lot of people talking about. Not people getting murdered, but it was calling the cops on Black people. So now you see it's like stuff is a hot topic that's always happening all the time. But now it's like, all right, every time a white person calls the cops, now we have a thing about that, and it's like, oh my God.
Damn, I ain't want to end the podcast like this, but
my bad, y'all.
That's all good.
But that documentary isn't new though, right?
No, it came out earlier this year.
Yeah, I just don't like being in that place, and I don't know if that's a bad thing to say, but I don't like watching those documentaries.
Well,
why your boy ain't even impeached yet? Like, I'm just confused.
Please don't. Jesus Christ. End the podcast.
Hold on. Isn't Mike Pence about to start like a Space Force?
Like, what is he talking about?
Military.
You know what's funny? And the fact that Garfield is reacting like this is funny to me because I literally I haven't even thought about that man since we haven't been doing podcasts. Like, I don't watch the news anymore because I'm like, what's the point? And I already know like it's some bullshit. I just see what I see like on social, and I even try to avoid that. But you just know some bullshit. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Yeah. All right. Well, welcome back, niggas.
Yo, hit us. No, let me give y'all something to do. I should have said this at the beginning. Maybe I will add a little extra new drop. But I want people to start doing a little screenshot of their screen when they're listening to this and like put it in your story. You don't got to post about it. Like, that's real extra. But like, throw it in your story and at NWAPcast, at Smooth Order, Top 7, Lextopia, whatever. I just want to see like who pays attention to this and like what y'all are getting out of it. And also hit us up sometime, however you see us on social media or whatever, and let us know like what types of topics and things you want to hear about. Because if there's anything specific, we do want to, make sure we're like catering to our audience. So, we got the range and we could find the guests. So whether you want to be a guest or you want to hear us talk about something, please ask. Thank you.
Thanks.
I like it. All
like
right.
it a lot.
NWAP season 5, episode 1. I'll let y'all. I'll let y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.